Joining me right now is the chairman of the House Energy and Commerce Committee, Congressman Fred Upton of Michigan. Congressman, good to see you, sir. Thanks so much for joining us.
Maria, it's Fred.
So Fred, sorry about that. You attended the White House luncheon yesterday, focused on tax reform. What did you hear from the president in that meeting, sir?
Well, we're very close. I am a conferee. We are expecting to sign the conference agreement formally tomorrow. We're going to see the bill up on the Senate floor Monday, bleeding into Tuesday, and in the House we're expecting it on Tuesday. But I think we're going to have the votes to get it done. You know, we had a House bill, a Senate bill. They're always different. We molded the differences together as one, and I think it's going to be a pretty good boost, not only for companies to create jobs here and bring jobs back from overseas, but as well as really focus on the individual side, to getting rid of a lot of the loopholes, but in fact being a giant mover for jobs and economic activity across the country.
Yeah, there was a lot of debate around the pass-through rate, how pass-throughs are being treated. Tell me what went on in the conference in terms of ensuring that those pass-through businesses, those smaller companies, are getting a fair rate and actually the kind of rate that will stimulate them to create jobs.
Well, you know, small businesses are the job generator in a major way, always have been. And you can't keep their tax rates in the mid-30s, knowing that you're going to be reducing individual rates down to what should be a pretty good reduction for everyone, knowing that the business taxes as well, corporate taxes, are going down to 21. So this is fairer. It means probably less gaming of the system, but a real signal to our small businesses that, yep, you're going to have more money in your pocket, and you're going to have more capital, and hopefully you're going to be able to pay your workers more, but as well as perhaps expand too.
Yeah, I mean, the corporate rate and the pass-through rate, that's really critical in this, right? That's the jewel of this plan. J.P. Morgan Chairman and CEO Jamie Dimon weighed in on the tax bill yesterday. He says that while the benefit on the corporate side would not be immediate, an overhaul was long overdue. Listen to this. I want to get your take in terms of that 21% taking effect next year. Listen to this.
I think it simply needs to be done. It should have been done 15 years ago. And this country's been hurt by not doing that. The counterfactual would have been, how much better might we have been had we had a competitive system versus what we had?
Well, he's right on. Jamie Dimon, of course, is president of the Business Roundtable. Remember, the Senate bill, their business tax cuts didn't kick in until next year, not till 2019.
Right.
So the House bill was immediate. So we bumped our rate up a little bit, but in fact they're going to be immediate, kicking in on January 1st, 2018, assuming, of course, that we have the votes in both the House and the Senate, like I think we do, beginning early next week.
So you don't need those votes from those high-tax states like the Peter Kings of the world who've been complaining about this elimination of the state and local tax deduction?
Well, I understand their problem,
yeah.
But in fact we moved a little bit in their direction, in that $10,000 deduction for property taxes, which was in the House bill, we now allow to be used either for income taxes, state income taxes, as well as property taxes. So you can take a blend of the two up to $10,000. So it's a little bit better in terms of what the conference agreement did, and maybe we can get some of those high tax states like New York and New Jersey and California and others to get some of their Republicans to vote for this bill, and maybe even some Democrats. We'll see.
Do you think so, though? I mean, they're not going to be number 51, that's for sure. They're not going to be number 218.
They're going to make sure that we have the votes just on our side. But I think, based on what I'm hearing already this morning, I think that we've got the votes on the Republican side to get not only 50 or 51, knowing that Mike Pence has canceled his trip now to Jerusalem, but also that we have the 218 votes in the House, which is certainly a majority.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's interesting because now the Dems are saying, well, you know, we want Doug Jones to weigh in. Is that appropriate?
Well, I just got to say, you know, we all knew when the election was going to be. For weeks, the state of Alabama said no matter what happens, the new member is not going to be certified until after Christmas.
Right, and that's the rules.
That's the way, you know, you got to, they have to certify the vote before anyone's elected. Those documents have to be presented to either chamber in terms of the new member that's coming in. So that's not unexpected. But the other thing is, President Trump, our leadership, said all along, we want to get this bill done before Christmas so that it, in fact, can kick in on January 1st. That's going to happen when we pass it in both the House and the Senate next week.
You guys have done a great job on this. I know this is a really big deal, and it's going to move the needle on economic growth because of those business rates. Let me ask you about the government potentially shutting down right before Christmas, next Friday. A spending bill, if a spending bill isn't approved, right, Congressman? I mean, negotiators are saying they're making progress, but what can you tell us? Because Democrats say they will not shut down the government over protections for dreamers, but they still insist on delivering something on immigration by the end of next month.
Well, we need to do something on the DACA question, that's for sure. I don't think that it's going to be in this package that we do next week. We're going to get close to the deadline, but at the end of the day, I think that we'll have the votes bipartisan way to, I hope, keep the government open. I don't think anyone's anticipating that we're going to close down, but yeah, we're getting a little bit closer. But it looks like we're going to have the votes in the House and the Senate before the end of the week to keep Christmas open. It'll be another stopgap measure. Take us into January, and that'll be where the real battle takes place in terms of what's going to happen on the spending side for the balance of fiscal year 18, and maybe, who knows, where we actually deal with the DACA question. Remember, the president said, Congress, do your job. I'm tired of these executive orders. You need to do your job. We need to remove the uncertainty that all these hundreds of thousands of young people have, the DACA kids, as I call them. I think we can get that done, but it may be not until early next year that we get it done. But ultimately, we better not shut the government down before
don't
Christmas.
Kill Christmas, will you, sir?
No.
Let me ask you, Congressman, real quick before you go. We had General Jack Keane on earlier this morning, and he has been just adamant about the fact that you got to remove these budget caps. Otherwise, the military spending goes back to what it was under President Obama. Are you going to vote to remove those caps?
Yeah, so what we're anticipating doing in the House next week is that we are going to fully fund defense at the fiscal year 18 level, not at a freeze level, but actually the level that we were able to pass in the House. Now, I don't know that the Senate's going to take that. Our sense is that they're not, so we may do a stopgap measure at a freeze level. But ultimately, those caps have to be lifted, particularly for our defense.
Gotcha.
That'll happen whether it's next week or whether it's early next month.
Fred Upton, it's good to see you, sir. Thanks so much.
Thanks, Maria.
Congressman, come back soon. We will see you soon.
You bet.